Hey, what's up, everybody? With me today, I've got
Good.
Connor, Mr. Giggle Monsters. I've got Marcus, alumni. And then I've got
Mm.
John over there, Lan Valen. So if you don't know them, uh, maybe, I don't know. You should probably know all of them. If you know what Halo is, you should probably know all of
If you ain't know, you gonna learn today.
them. So Valen's going to be helping us out with some questions and stuff about Nashville. That's like his home city and everything down there and his land center. Marcus has a big announcement on his end. AGL's got a big announcement on our end with us and Giggle Monster over here. Uh,
Yep.
and then we'll do a little. So let's start off with a little bit of a recap on New Jersey. Which one did you guys watch the stream? What did you guys all think about the stream and stuff like that?
Dude, it
Well,
was
I personally
amazing.
go ahead.
It was amazing. Oh, didn't want to cut you off. I actually talked to Brad about it. I thought that initially I wasn't too sure about it. I kind of thought, it was lower, teams you might, players you might not have heard of. And then I tuned in, I watched, and I was really, really glad I did. And I would be lying if I said that aptitude didn't have a big role in that. To be honest, it was fun to watch the teams play against them. It was fun. The shit talk was hilarious, and I thought that it was a lot of fun to watch, and it was worth it. So
Definitely.
Right,
I
I
watched
guess
it
you're up.
online and I really enjoyed watching like the top amateurs play and personally I was rooting for Faded the whole way and then I was super stoked on Adventure Time and everything that they were doing and overall thought it was a pretty cool event.
Did you watch it at all,
Yeah,
Marcus?
yes, sir. I did. I was actually in the chat moderating a little bit as well. Talking to some of the viewers, and I liked the stream setup, and everything looked like it ran really smooth. As far as from what I saw, and being a part of the production in Chicago, being a commentator there as well. So definitely stepped the game up, and I like how it was ran. Looked like a pretty interesting and entertaining tournament.
They're saying that they can't hear us, so I don't know if we need to talk louder or whatever, because I have the volume turned up all the way on my end. But whatever, if they can't hear
I
it,
got my mic
maybe.
close to my face now.
Hopefully
um,
yeah, got it pretty close.
I'm gonna say turn your volume up on your end, everybody. Um, so yeah, congratulations to Faded and then Adventure Time coming in second, Warzone coming into third. I think that my favorite game and series to watch was Adventure Time versus Warzone. When Adventure Time was down 15 kills, 35 to 19 on Haven Slayer and came back and won. I was blown away by that. That was such a good comeback. And I mean, I was commentating it and I was saying, once it gets to that point in the game and you're up that much, there's no, the game's almost over. And then they completely just took my words and threw them back at me and proved me wrong.
It
So,
was
That's crazy.
definitely a very epic comeback.
yes.
15 kills,
I
right? 15 kill
Yeah,
deficit.
15 kill deficit.
Yeah, that's insane,
15
dude.
kills he came back.
I think my favorite series to watch was I had a lot of fun watching the Adventure Time versus Ultimate series. That was so much fun to watch. I think simply based off of the shit talk. Like I remember I didn't watch the very beginning of the tournament. I think that was winners 2, right? Adventure Time versus Ultimate. They won like 3-0. Anyways, I turn on the stream and I look and I'm like, okay, cool, Aptitude's playing, and I turn my head and then I look back at the score up top, and it said Adventure Time 2-0 against Ultimate, and they're in Game 3, and I was like, what? And I like, scooted over real close. I was like, holy shit, this game's getting close. And they were, and not just because I don't think it was just because of aptitude. I think it was fun because it was aptitude. Them like shit talking him and everybody wanted to beat him so bad. But I think it was fun because it was like they're legitimately good players. Like the team played really well, and it was surprising to see all these players that you're not used to really seeing do these things, and you're like, wow, okay, these kids are playing really well, and I have no clue. Spartan, RC, who the fuck, it was so much fun to watch, I think, for that reason. So I legit, and ever since like I opened it up and I saw that, I was glued to my screen. Like even after aptitude was done playing, Adventure Time was done playing, I legitimately enjoyed watching every game. And I think if everybody did the same, I don't know what everyone else's opinion on it was, but when I did that, it I was like, it opened my eyes to it, and I was like, okay, every game is fun to watch. And I don't know if that's Halo 4 for me, because it wasn't like that for Reach and in Halo 3. Like, I couldn't watch random teams play and 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 find joy out of it. I was like, okay, these kids just suck. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. In Halo 4, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like everybody is, decent. That's my opinion. Definitely.
Decent, and then once you get past that decent point, you just get raped.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
exactly.
Not
Yeah,
decent.
I know
Like,
what you mean. I know
you
what you
watch
mean.
two teams play each other, and if they're both doing retarded shit, and it's just not fun. Like when you have two teams playing and they're playing smart, they're playing together. They have really good shots. Then all of a sudden it becomes interesting. It's like you're watching two pro teams.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
getting
I
fucked up,
think
and
I
it's
think
just good
that
Halo. It's a good competitive game regardless of who is playing is fun to watch. And when you have a bunch of kids who you have no fucking clue who they are, it's even better in my opinion. 'Cause it's like, wow, who is this? They're shitting.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, then you want to follow those guys too, and you want to like root
Exactly.
for them. There's a lot of people like the
exactly.
underdogs and whatnot, and I'm also a fan of that as well. The team that you don't expect to win comes out and starts, surprising everybody and doing what you thought that they wouldn't do, or you counted them out, type of deal.
I
So
knew nobody on
I think
those top
everybody
three
likes that.
teams until I started
Yeah.
that
Well, I knew
event.
Rob.
Well,
I knew
that's
you
probably the only
mostly
person.
before
Rob the Turtle is probably the only
Faded.
person I knew.
Yeah.
But so
Shout
now
out to Faded, by the way. Congrats if you guys are watching. You guys played amazing.
Congratulations, guys.
so now going into Nashville, 48 passes sold out in 21 hours. We then opened a waiting list. There was over like 75 people or some on the waiting list. And then we opened it to 64 teams. Those were gone within 2 days on the waiting list. And we've got some really impressive teams showing up for this, to name some. We got Ambush, Warriors, Classic, Status Quo, Legendary. You're going to have Henzoku. You're going to have New Breed with Lan Valen's team over there, even though everybody might be underrating them. But, I'm one of their biggest fans. I'll admit that. I like Ty and Gunna and all them. I'll jump on and play with them any day. And, so you've got a lot of, and then, I mean, the Suds are going to have a team. I know that Elitist was going to be having a team, but I don't think he is anymore. So, I mean, there's definitely some good teams,
What's the
and
deal with Carbon? I see the chats blowing, saying
they
Carbon. What's
they
he
never
doing
bought
now?
they never bought a pass, and Gandhi's going to be commentating. So I don't think they had any
Okay.
intention in playing at this event. If you ask
Mhm.
me, I would say they're probably getting ready for a later event down the road. Maybe
Oh,
Orange
okay.
County or something like that. Who knows?
That'd be a good tournament. I mean, is that one of the smaller
No,
tournaments, or
that's
you're doing
big.
that one at 40?
Have you not
Okay, good.
seen the pictures of Orange County yet? Oh my God!
I haven't
If
went
you
yet.
guys
I haven't
haven't
looked at it
seen those
yet.
pictures of
I haven't-
Orange County,
I haven't seen him either.
oh my God,
I'll
that's a
look at it in the
problem.
chat right now.
All right, he's gonna link this in the
Yo,
chat.
link
You
that
guys
shit.
need to click on this because this event and the size of it and everything is gonna be absolutely silly. Absolutely silly.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
that looks
Right?
nasty.
So
That looks sick.
that event is after Nashville. So if you don't have a pass for Nashville, if you have a pass for Nashville, make sure you get your pass for Orange County right away because that event is going to be sick. 3 miles off Laguna Beach, right next to Buffalo Wild Wings. It's 12,000 square feet, seating for over 1,000 people, over 50 Xboxes and monitors, full stage, full streaming stuff, everything there for us. So it's definitely going to be a sick event, But back to Nashville and everything. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything for Nashville. Post it in the chat. Valen can try his best to answer those. We are gonna have our full new streaming setup there. All 8 point of views. A camera on blue side, camera on red side, commentators, interview cameras. Kate will be there to do interviews. She was gonna be at New Jersey, so everybody knows what happened there. Is her flight got canceled. There was weather. I actually almost didn't make it to New Jersey. If you didn't know that already, I spent 13 hours in the airport on Friday, and I was waiting on standby for 7 flights because
Struggle,
my
really.
flights kept getting canceled, and then I couldn't get on a flight. So I almost didn't make it to Jersey, and that would have been pretty bad. So, Kate will be there doing interviews. We'll have we're actually going to have a feature station also. So we're going to have a second live stream going on so that there won't be a dull moment or anything like that. So you can have our main stream open, you can have our feature station open, and then we're also going to hook it up so that we can hook the feature station up to the main stream as well, so we could jump from one game to another if we want to. So kind of something that hasn't been done in Halo at all. You know, at all Halo stuff, you see one game being streamed. So, you know, we're completely upping everything. We are going to have the ability of doing the 2 streams and everything like that. So it's going to be really, really cool. And hopefully you guys liked our, you know, the production value and everything at New Jersey. A lot of people were happy with how much better it was. And now Nashville is going to, I would say, be 175 times better than that. So it's just going up and up and up.
Awesome.
And
just to maybe elaborate a little bit on that, there's a lot of things going on with the stream for this event that I'm really, really excited about. Like Brad said, the main stage is going to be huge. The main stage is going to be sick. The whole main stage area is going to be really professional. Basically, you're going to walk in the door to the venue, you're going to look straight, and then you're just going to have like this massive main stage like set up like 20 feet from you. And it's going to be sick. And the feature station, we're still talking about like what can be done to the feature station to make it, I guess, look cooler. You know, the feature station, like back in the day when you went to events, you hop on the feature station, you're like it was a big deal back in the day to play on feature station. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, my team's going to be on stream. It was like, holy shit, feature station, I get to hop up there, and you know, I got a big screen behind me so people can watch. It's kind of going to be that feel, I hope. That it's going to be like basically the outlay of the venue is going to be, you're going to have your main room when you walk in. You're going to have the big main stage and the whole main stage area in the first room. You're going to have a couple of stations in the first room. And then in the second room, you're going to go over and you're going to have your feature station in the middle of the second room. And then your 2 stations over there also, or your couple of stations in there. So basically, no matter where you're at in the venue, whether it's the Pro Lounge upstairs, which I am incredibly excited for, that is going to be so crazy. And then you have your, basically anywhere you're standing, you're going to be in a fucking awesome area to be watching some Halo. Because you got your feature station, you got 2 stations to your left, everywhere is going to be fucking Halo. It's going to be crazy.
and then there's going to be a concert Saturday night too.
Yeah. There's going to be a rave. There's, I don't know the name of the DJ, which kind of sucks, but there's like this big name DJ. It's in downtown Nashville. He's coming. It's going to be crazy. Like Saturday night, I believe, is just going to be, like, people aren't going to be wanting to leave. During the day, when you got some downtime, there is a massive mall literally 25 feet from the venue. You can just walk across the street, and there's so much shit to do. So I think one thing that this event is going to have, the upside is just people are just going to enjoy themselves all weekend long. Not only are you going to have the biggest AGL event to date, not only are you going to have your feature station, your main stage, your big sponsors, your huge bracket, your 2 pool plays at the same time, but you're also going to have an area where you're not going to be bored. Like, I know that was one thing. The one AGL event I did go to was the first one, and we showed up and we waited really long to play because of the pool play, which is nothing wrong with that. But we were like, man, there's nothing to do. There's a fucking Dunkin' Donuts across the street, and there's a suburb we can go play some basketball at or something. You know, like, it was really stupid. So I think here people are gonna have a lot of fun with everything going on outside of Halo. I think if you're going to this event, people are going to be blown away. I honestly don't think it's going to be like any other AGL event, and the hype is going to be insane. It's going to be so much fun. So if you guys do not have a pass for this event, I highly suggest, if you're in the area, find a team to coach. I looked at the coach list. There's no fucking coaches for any of these teams. Hop on, be a coach, come and spectate, hang out, because this is going to be huge.
Another thing, if you have not booked your hotel, I'm pretty sure that the discount is only available like till the end of this week or next week. So it's like $100, and it's across the street from the venue. We have the Holiday Inn and the Fairfield Inn booked. So like, you're not going to get a closer hotel or anything like that. So if you don't have your hotel, make sure you go and book that. There's a link on our front page, and once that one's booked up, I'll link it to the other one. So go there, go to our front page, click book hotel, and get that squared away, because otherwise you're going to end up paying, you know, $150, $160 a night when, you know, I have to set up these things and nobody wants to use them because everyone likes to wait till the last minute. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. And if it's lagging, stop bitching about it in the chat. I can't do anything about how bad my internet is. I'm upgrading it tomorrow, so chill. Okay. Now that's out of the way. People bitch about that. Wait. I yelled at my dad today and I said, give me access to
get
our
that
account.
internet
I'm
upgrade.
upgrading the internet. So
Yeah.
so Marcus has an announcement before we do our announcement. So I hear there's some kind of like Godzilla King Kong thing going on. What is this?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link in the chat. Everybody can kind of, you know, figure out on their own. But I'm gonna explain as well. Basically, my team, Hanzoku, and my sponsor, Zeku Ultimedia, we have basically created a sort of matchup between Japan and, you know, our prospective country, United States. And it has turned into something really, really huge now. And we will be representing United States against them, like I said before. And basically, the lineup is going to be myself, alumni, Hoaxer, my brother, Dursky, and Strong Side.
Strong sides in the house.
back.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped and excited. You know, I'm sure Brad is also, because, you know, we are both representing Bonafide, you know, the clothing company, and, you know, Arena Gaming as well and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check out that link, I'll actually post it again on there. We'll be going out. We're doing 3 matches, and the first one, of course, will be this Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern time, which is on Sunday for Japan, because, you know, they're 14 hours ahead of us. And then the next 2 matches will take place in Japan. So, you know, we'll go out to Japan and, you know, represent and whatnot. So it's going to be pretty exciting as far as Halo and esports and stuff is concerned. To, you know, bring it out there internationally to a place that we've never been to. You know, it's always been like either Europe, you know, in that region. It's never been, you know, China or, you know, Japan, any, you know, those particular, you know, countries. So it's gonna be huge, man, and we're looking for all the support from everybody and whatnot. So we'll be practicing most likely either tonight, tomorrow, getting ready for this, and you'll be able to check out the streams. The 2 people I'll be streaming will be myself, Alumni Gaming, you know, twitch.tv/Alumni Gaming, and twitch.tv/Dursky. I'll also link those in the chat for you guys if you guys want to watch that as well. So, I mean, we're going against the #1 team again. Their name is the Next Dimension. So, you know, they're big fans of Halo. A lot of them have been following Halo since Halo 2. Whole bunch of fans here, you know. So, it's going to be huge, man. They're practicing. They've been practicing a lot, and, you know, we've been doing our thing as well. So, we're looking to represent, you know, the red, white, and blue. So,
There you
yeah,
go.
it's
There you
pretty
go.
big. No?
I'm really proud to hear about that, because Jade has been someone that has helped my gaming career outside of Halo so much. So like to see him and you guys getting involved with that is awesome. Like I know I'm gonna be one of your guys' #1 supporters, because that is sick. I can't wait. Like, you said that you're streaming the online match and then also the LAN also? You guys go there?
I don't know how the land one's gonna be, but there's gonna be a little extra thing for people to watch that probably later down the road. I can't really explain that right now, but
Gotcha.
you know, it's gonna be pretty big. But there's the Twitter right there, the Halo Kit Kats. That's a part of the clan that you know, we're a part of and whatnot. So it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, so we could start a
that's the
USA
big-
chant finally. USA, USA.
It's awesome. It's like the Halo Olympics, dude.
Yeah, there you
Get
go.
on it.
Yeah, in a way
Bring
it
home
is,
the
in a
gold,
way it
dude.
is.
Bring home the gold.
So, you know, at New Jersey, we had our stat system working and everything like that, and everybody really liked to be able to be able to see their stats. And the Chicago stats, whatever the issue was with that, I had to have the person who had all the stats mail them to me, and I was supposed to be getting them this week, and I have to re-enter them all for the 3rd time now. So that's why the Chicago stats aren't up. So everybody hold your horses on that. I will be doing it myself now, and it will be taken care of. But the player cards are going to be, I think later tonight they're going to be done, and you're going to be able to have your player cards viewable. So you'll be able to see your ranks and everything and whatnot. Now, we don't have it so you can be like a level 50 in one event. What would be the point of that? No, I don't. Someone's going to go to an event and get a level 50? No. I think that the highest level from New Jersey is like a level 11. And I want to say it was like Aptitude and Spartan are the highest ones there. And it's not even based on like how positive you go or anything like that. Like, it's, Aptitude had tons of objective. He had like 9 extractions and 8 flag caps, and that's 10 points per objective and per flag cap. And then you're getting 25 points for every game you win. So he had like 18 wins too or something. So it's like, it's more than just going out and going positive, 300 and thinking that you're going to be a level 50, because that is not what it's all about. We have it pretty much balanced across the board that you have to do a little bit of everything to get that rank up, quickly. So now here comes the big announcement that everybody wants to know. What is it? Yes, our online part of Arena Gaming is called AGL Wired. The reason for that, like Ethernet cables plugged into your Xboxes or whatever, and you're wired across the internet. Just first thing that came to our mind, really, and it seemed to work out. So Connor over here is going to be the one that's going to be kind of the main guy in charge of that, because I cannot run everything. I cannot run all these LAN events, do all this content, and worry about online stuff. So he's going to be the main guy in charge of making sure everything is running smoothly on the online part. All the matches are getting played, all the tickets are getting taken care of, all of that. So that is going to be your guy on that side.
For the support ticket.
Yes, it's not just him.
It's not like there's people that are educated on the game, because I've definitely been on Spike. I submit a ticket, and then some guy that has no idea about anything with Halo is handling my ticket. I hated it, so I definitely put together a good group of people that know what they're doing.
And
for all this type of stuff.
This is not a ladder. We will not have anything like ladders. We will not have anything like those other million sites out there where it's, a ladder, here's a tournament for $100 and stupid stuff like that. Not going to happen. You will not be seeing that on our site. So what this is going to be is we are creating a full-blown league. We are trying to take esports, starting with Halo, and take it in the direction of all these, other sports like we've been saying, NFL, NBA, and everything. And here's the big step to do that. So imagine so this tournament is going to be available to 448 teams. Now it is $50 a person to sign up. So that equates to $200 a team, but every player can sign up individually. So you don't have to sign up and buy a whole pass for your team or anything like that. And how it's going to work, I think we'll start off with the tiers and the payouts, because that's what everybody's going to want to know, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty details. So there's 5 tiers of this event. When you sign up, it needs to get to a certain amount of teams for certain payouts to happen, just pretty much like our events, our LAN events happen. So here's how it's going to happen. The first tier is 96 teams. So 96 teams sign up. It's going to be a $10,000 payout. Now that $10,000 will be paid out online if there's only 96 teams, and it will be to the top 4 teams. $5,000 for first place, $3,000 for second place, $1,400 for third, and $600 for fourth. Now, the second tier is 192 teams. Now, here's where it starts to get interesting. You ready? So, 192 teams sign up. It's going to be a $10,000 payout, and the top 8 teams get fully paid for everything, flown out to Orange County, California at the Esports Arena, and they will now play for the $10,000 in a LAN-based environment. Now,
and that's for the top 8.
And that's for the top 8 people.
Yeah.
And now, or top 8 teams, I should say. So now, 256 team tier, the third tier, once it gets up to there, is going to stay at a $10,000 payout, but it's going to be top 12 teams get to fly out, be flown out, and everything to the event. So it goes from 8 teams to 12 teams being flown out. And then the next tier, it goes to $20,000 payout and 12 teams getting flown out, and that's 384 teams. And then the very, very last tier, which is 448 teams, the top 16 teams will be flown out, everything covered, and it will be a $20,000 payout to top 4. So that's basically how that's going to happen. And the way that you qualify, like to get to those top placings to get flown out and everything, is you're gonna pick a city. We have 32 cities that we have picked. I'm going to actually list off the cities right now, so that everybody who's in here will know what cities, if your city's on there, whatever. And when you sign up, you're gonna pick a city, and that's gonna be like the city that your team is playing to be in control of. So I'm gonna throw out an example like New York Ambush. So if Ambush wins, New York, then they're going to be representing New York, and it's going to be in front of their name for everything we do. And it's going to be like that for everything.
I have a question, Brad, before you list
Yes.
those cities. So what happens, how is the process going to start, like, to pick your city? Because, for example, let's say a lot of people want to play for Brooklyn, and you got, like is there...
First come, first serve. First... Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
so,
depends.
Like, is there a certain,
yeah.
So it's like the top 8, right?
Well, it depends on the tier. Like tier 1, there's only like 3 teams per city. Tier 2, there's 6. Tier 3, there's 8. Tier 4, there's 12, and tier 5, there's 14. So it depends on how many teams are signed up.
Sneak into like the easy city.
It won't. You won't be able to. It's going to be. I think that we might even hide who's in the cities until they're full. So you don't even know what other teams are in the cities, and it just says there's 1 spot available, there's 5 spots available, and everything like that. And everybody can freak out about the whole online over land thing and warriors and stuff. That's why we're trying to open it up. Selling out the 448 teams, giving 16 teams the opportunity to get everything paid for to go and play on land.
There's only so many warriors, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Come on, you can get a spot. You can get a non-warrior spot. There's got to be at least like 4 of those, right?
Pretty good opportunity for a lot of up-and-coming players.
Yeah, definitely. But you'll also if you're do it in time, you'll be able to play for a city that's near you, and you'll also only be playing people that are near that city as well. So it works out with online. So you're not playing someone across the country.
See, that's an interesting strategy I thought of. Like, some people are going to want to play for the city near them, but you don't necessarily have to. You can play for a city,
anywhere
away from you. But is that the right strategic thing to do? Because obviously you're going to have maybe people that are near you play for a city near you.
Right.
So connection based, you might not, I live in Tennessee and most of my teammates live in the eastern side of the country. So it might not be smart. Like, hey guys, let's play for Team Seattle. And then you have people from up there, or people from Canada or whatever, oh, Seattle's close to me, I'll play for them, and then we get skunked online, and then it's So I like it because it's there's a strategy to it too. So,
yeah.
Definitely. So there's a couple of questions I saw on there. One of the guys asked, can anybody from Europe or play in it, and how old do you need to play? And,
age, we're not setting. I think that legally you have to be 14, I think, to compete in anything that has to do with video games. That's what I think. That's what I was told. And as far as being in another country, that's what I don't. But online, there's not an age limit. If you go to the event, then there is where there's that issue, because we can't check everybody's age, online. If you bought the game and your parents bought you the game or whatever, you can play the game. As far as other countries go, we are planning on setting up an international league to where everybody, European, Australian, Japan, Spain, whoever, they can all play in their own league so that it won't interfere with the American league, basically.
So you're not playing cross-country.
Exactly. And I know, I saw somebody type in there, only 100 teams would sign up. I don't know why only 100 teams would sign up. We just sold out 64 passes for a LAN event. This is one where it costs you $50 to play online and have a chance to get everything paid for to go to an event and play for $20,000. So, and the reason that we're only paying out top 4 is because we're paying for all those teams to go out there essentially. So we would rather congratulate hire more money to the better teams rather than spread the money thin amongst more teams. Because if you're getting flown out there and everything, and you can't really complain, hey, I got 6th place and didn't get any money. Well, you just went on a free vacation, so you only have so much room that you can complain about that.
And one point that is huge to make here is that Brad, you did say it was $30 to enter for
It's 50,
teams. Is that correct?
50 a person.
50? 50? Okay, so you're looking at $10, like what, 12 a person, some shit like that, to play in an online tournament where you have the chance to win 20 grand.
And here's the other thing.
Online.
Here's the
You're
other
gonna
thing.
sit at your
The
house and play
tournament,
Halo anyway,
the
you know?
tournament is not like a 2-week tournament. It's 3 months long. So you're paying
Yeah.
$50 for a 3-month tournament. You're playing tons of games against everybody fighting for your city. And if you don't make it to that point where you're playing for the money and stuff, then you have the chance of representing your the city that you had and being the household name of that city. So how it works is you're gonna play in a pool play basically, just like everything else. So you're gonna if you're in a pool and there's 12 other teams in that pool for the first 5 weeks, you're gonna play against those teams and everything. We have a whole system on how scheduling and all that works. So don't worry about any of that right now. That'll all come later once it's all set in stone. And then after all the pool play is done, and that those teams own the cities, then it goes to a 32 team bracket. Then you're playing for a division title, a conference title, and the American, North American title. So, it's a lot of opportunities. In order for Halo to grow, in order for esports in general to grow to like that next level, this is the step that needs to be happened. There needs to be, a structure, and we can't just do this, on LAN and say, hey, we're going to open this LAN event to 500 teams, because I guarantee 500 teams are not going to come to it because of the amount of money it costs to go to it. So that's why we are doing it online, to make it so that you can, pay little amount of money to play online and play with your teams. And the other cool thing that this does is, it overlaps our other events and everything, so teams are going to be sticking together more, and you're going to see a lot more structure amongst the teams and staying together and growing together. So, try to get out of that thing where it's dropping a player at the last minute or every day, because that's just ridiculous to an extent.
So everybody's lighting me up in the chat. It's 50 a person. That's fine. Whatever. It's 50 a person, and all you motherfuckers are still gonna play in it. I'm gonna play in it. Everyone's gonna fucking play in it. You wanna know why? Because I get to play in it from here. Right here. That fucking chair. I get to sit right here. My bed is right there. And I get to play right here. I'm fucking playing in it.
For
Everyone
a
else
chance
is
to
too.
win
This is gonna be sick.
a lot of money.
Yeah, thousands of dollars, dude. Like,
yeah, and I don't know why people think it's $50 is too much. Our events, you go to one of our events, how much is it a person? $50 a person. Oh wait, you have to buy a plane ticket? Okay, there's $400. Wait, you have to buy a hotel now for 4 days? There's another, $150, $200 per person. So you're spending $6,000-$8,000 depending on where you're going to go to an event that you're playing for $10,000 total.
Mm-hmm.
No chance to get a city title. No chance to get any of that. No chance to get paid to fly out to an event to play. So there's 100 pros versus what the 2 cons, possible connection issues, and $50. Like, come on. Let's be real here.
Yeah, seriously.
How much does Halo cost? $50. Like,
yeah, like honestly, like I know some of you guys have like underground sponsors that have that can possibly donate a team $200. You know what I mean? Or even possibly sponsor individual players. Here $50 to enter in this tournament. This it's very easy to definitely enter into this tournament and practice for it, and hopefully you get more out of it than what you actually put in as far as financially. And if you can actually take it to where you need to get to, getting all your stuff paid for to go to a tournament, it's like I've never seen that done. MLG didn't even do that for us pro players back then, so it's like this is a better opportunity in my opinion. I would jump right on this back in the day when I was gaming hardcore. So
Yeah.
I mean, think
very
about it.
well
Like,
put.
if Game Battles is doing this, Everybody, like, let's say it's not AGL, it's GameBattles.com. Everybody's doing this. Everybody's signing up and everybody's playing. Except for this is a community,
Yeah.
a person in the community, the league,
You know,
reaching out to everybody and saying, "Hey, let's not do live events too. Let's do everything." Like it's
yeah, we're trying to open this to the masses. We're trying to get everybody who can't afford to go to the events to play. We're trying to bring everybody from around the world and have them a chance to play in their own bracket. So, it's not just limited to those 40 teams, 50, 60 teams that can come out to our events and afford that or have their sponsors pay for it. So that's what we're doing. In order for Halo to grow, in order for the community to grow, everybody needs to keep playing and participating and grow together and not be so judgmental, I guess, on stuff. We're trying to help the community. We're trying to help Halo grow. We're trying to help everything. We wouldn't do this if we didn't think it was going to work. I think that everybody who's hating, is going to be 10% of the people who think this is the greatest idea. I told everybody out in New Jersey this, and they were all ready to sign up right there. I had people in my Xbox Live party yesterday, and they couldn't believe it. They wanted to sign up right there on the spot. So if you're not going to take advantage of it, don't take advantage of it. This is just an opportunity to allow everybody an equal opportunity and chance to do something with Halo that can't afford to go to an event every single month. That's what we're extending to you. And like I said, one other part that this actually gets even cooler is, one other thing that's lacking is Halo content. Who's streaming? Right now it's Ninja and Gandhi. How many other people are streaming out there that get views and streaming constantly? When you're doing something late at night and you want to get online and just watch somebody play Halo, what if you get on and you can't watch them play Halo? That's cool. Well, the way that this whole system is going to work and you're going to submit your games and your stats and everything to us, I am going to, every single night, Monday through Friday, for 3 hours, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time, be having an ESPN-esque type show debuting all of the games from the day before, having commentary. I'll have pros in there with me commentating everything. So you can watch every single day, 3 hours of the games that are happening in that tournament stream, in that tournament on our show with, guest commentators different every single day, so that you guys have a source of Halo that will be competitive and the same with different teams every single night for 3 hours. So if that's not something that everybody would want to watch, I don't know. I don't even
It's
know.
gonna be awesome. Let me say right now,
Okay.
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and since I saw the chat, they really want to know about host booters and how we'll, deal with any of those, particular,
Yeah, that's easy.
convenient
Got that.
situations
All
that
right,
happen.
tell them, because that's easy. We already have that
Okay,
solved.
well, each team during the event will get what I'm gonna call like a wave, right? So you get 3 waves per event, per tournament, and like let's say a teammate can't show up at your like match time, you're getting lagged out, you're getting host booted, then we use one of your 3 waves, and then boom, the match is waived, and you'll play against another team on your same like city and everything like that. So you'll have up to 3 matches where if you get cheated, someone can't show up, you can waive the match, no problem.
The other
And that
thing,
is you handle the host booter.
the other thing too with host booting is, if you have an issue with it, one, you're not going to be able to be streaming these matches because we're going to be doing it on the show, and the results will not be posted like live every day. So we can't think of it like a reality show. If you get voted off a reality show or something, then you can't tell people if you won or you got voted off. So it's the same thing. When you're playing, nobody knows your schedule of when you're playing except you and the other team. So there's no reason that you should if you have an issue with getting booted or anything like that, then appear offline. You're not going to be streaming, and nobody's going to even know that you're playing. So it's next to, what are the chances of that? And to even back that up further, if somebody does get host booted, if something happens, someone lags out or anything like that, our rule that we are doing, because we actually had this happen at New Jersey, and Xbox went black screen, and what we do, you do not restart the match and replay it. You restart the match, but the score starts at what it was when the issue happened. So if you get booted out and you know it's 2-1, you're gonna restart that game. It's gonna be 2-1 again. If you get booted out again, it's gonna just keep doing that. So it's not gonna you're not gonna if you boot somebody out and it's 4-1 or something, and somebody gets booted out, well, guess what? You're gonna start the game right over, and they're gonna need one cap to win. So what is the advantage? You're not starting the whole match over. Host booting is ridiculous if you're gonna do it, because you're not gonna get anything from it. You straight up won't. We have so many different ways to make it. Yeah. We have so many different things in play to prevent that, so do not worry about it. And like having refs and all that, I keep seeing people post that. Connor's got that covered. Don't worry about that. So
also, if like a team like is like constantly found on the accused end and like the violating end of a ticket, like multiple times, like let's say 3 to 4 times, like boom, they're banned from the tournament. Like so.
Yeah, and then
no tolerance for cheaters.
So for example here, the first one is the signups are going to start 2 days after Orange County. So that is going to be May 14th. Signups will start, and signups will be 3 weeks long. And then the first day of play will be June 9th. So that's what the schedule is to start this off. So you still have a little bit of time while we get the whole website end of everything worked out. But that's what we're offering to everybody, throwing it out there, trying to make this a new type of competitive gaming, and getting people involved, owning their city. I mean, I wanna be the gaming team for Chicago. I mean, maybe I want to play in this just so that I can go and try and represent Chicago. Like, it's just something cool.
I know I want Los Angeles.
It's just definitely something different. It hasn't happened yet. So now let's go through the cities. So how it works is there's going to be 2 conferences, the American Gaming Conference and the National Gaming Conference. In each conference, there's North, East, South, and West. So let's start off with the American North Conference, and that's going to be Columbus, Indianapolis, Detroit, and Louisville. American East is going to be New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Toronto. So we are giving the Canadians some love. The American South is going to be Miami, New Orleans, Tuscaloosa, and Dallas. American West is going to be Los Angeles, Seattle, Las Vegas, and Portland. And now we go into the National Gaming Conference, and it's going to be the North is going to be Chicago, Milwaukee, Minnesota, and St. Louis. The East is going to be Pittsburgh, Boston, Charlotte, and Richmond. The South is going to be Orlando, Atlanta, Houston, and Nashville. And the West is going to be San Francisco, Vancouver, Denver, and Phoenix.
Those are your cities.
There's your cities, guys.
Did we not decide on Boise, Idaho?
No, that's not in there. That is not getting any love.
I don't even want to play anymore, dude.
I already took St. Louis, instinct says. See, so that signing up,
and for the potato state.
Nobody can tell me that signing up underneath your team and everything like that, and tell me that it's not going to be something that's going to be awesome. So let's get ready for that. Let's get ready for Nashville, Orange County, and then this online thing. We'll keep you guys posted. If you guys have any questions, let's do like a quick 10-minute Q&A in this chat. I know, Marcus, if you have to leave, you can peace out if you need to.
I gotta handle some business things.
Yeah, he's gonna go Godzilla the King Kong.
Yeah,
that sounds just terrible.
I'll post it one more time so everybody can check it out if they missed it or if they want to see it again. There's all the information right there.
You want to know if there will be any prizes for European teams? Yeah, the European thing will be pretty much the same exact type of thing, except we'll keep it strictly online for right now, and the payout will depend on how many people sign up, like the tiers, just same as North America. So the minimum would be a $10,000 payout for the international as well.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, in my opinion, it is awesome.
Someone asked about AGL forums for the online tournament. If you guys are going to create some type of forums for the
No
30 minutes left, I guess.
no comment on that yet. That has not been discussed, so we don't have an answer on that. I think that
So it's a
one other
possibility.
thing, it is a possibility, I guess. I think one other thing, I just totally lost my. Oh, one other thing too that let's throw out there, and here's another reason why it's important to sign up for this. You know, if you guys run the numbers and stuff, and you might be like, oh, AGL is keeping a bunch of money or whatever, and I'll tell you right now, we're not. Um, from the money we make, we are then taking that and putting it towards the national championship at the end of the year, so that it could be $50,000 to $100,000 LAN event. So in order for us to continue, you know, doing our thing and everything like that and supporting everybody, we have to, you know, we're giving back to you guys just as much as we can. So we will continue to do that and everything. So, you know, we're not at all, you know, trying to make a ton of money off of it. We are giving back to the community in every way, shape, and form we possibly can. You know, by
Yeah.
hosting the events and then taking what we get from those events and throwing it back into the community so you guys can make more money. So if that's
Pretty
not,
much bring Halo back.
yeah, so yeah, all you people that went to COD, all I gotta say is I believe Call of Duty will be jealous once this hits the market. I believe Gears of War will be jealous once this hits the market.
Yo, dude, people are running around with dual cap 40s. What are you doing? Get on Halo.
And
Play Halo.
and
Hey,
here's
shout
another
out to the
here's
people
another
who
thing.
have been playing
Here's
Halo
another
more,
thing.
because they're gonna be way better than the people coming back. So
Let's run these numbers really quick. Oh yeah, this online tournament isn't a one-time thing. This is 4 times a year we're doing this. So right there, that's 20, 40, 60, $80,000 potentially. If we let's say at the low end, the national championship for 50,000. Okay, so that's 130,000. 10 more events with $10,000 each. So that's what, $230,000 in prizes in a year. You can't tell me that that's not good from us going from having one event where the payout was a couple $1,000s to this within under a year. So please support us, guys. We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, post them in there. Yes, it's a 4v4. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a 2v2 like this. Maybe we'll do a free-for-all like this. You know, it's endless potentials, but we're not going to do small tournaments. We're not going to do small, hey, $5 to enter, first place gets $100. Who wants to waste their time with that? Seriously. I want to sign up and pay the little bit extra money and have the potential to be flown to Orange County, Laguna Beach, California, play in the esports arena on the main stage for 2 days straight, playing for $20,000. And then I want to be able to go at the end of the year to the Orange County National Arena Gaming event and play for $50,000 to $100,000. Who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to do that?
no one.
No one. Absolutely no one. Everybody.
Not a single person.
Let's throw this out there too. This is without sponsors, guys. Imagine once we pick up one sponsor, what the payouts will be. Let's process this really quick. Oh my God. So let's get ready to do this. We also have a couple other really awesome projects that we have in the works. I'm not going to throw them out there, but we have a way that we're opening doors to the viewers of the events in a bigger manner so that you can have a way to cheer on your favorite players more and get money from it in a way. So that's my hint for that. And then we also, which I haven't even talked to Connor about this, we were approached by somebody to come up with another part of our league that will get everybody who isn't like top AM level, pro level, or is trying to get involved in competitive Halo and doesn't know where to start. You know, so if you want to be involved and you don't know where to start, we'll have a solution in a few months. You know, so we want to have these opportunities to where it's like, you're a top player, here's your opportunities. You're somebody who just tuned into our stream and you want to know how to get involved and how to get trained by the best and have them be your coach and your mentor and everything like that. We're going to have that available as well. Look at it like I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even spoil it more. And
Yeah.
during our New Jersey event, Diesel actually recommended something that we name our events with numbers like UFC does. So we are going to be doing that from now on because I thought it was an awesome idea. So props to Diesel for that idea. So like Nashville is AGL 5 Nashville. That's how it's going to be said. So Orange County is AGL 6 Orange County. So kind of something cool. So you know, I don't know. I guess it's just different
So
for what we're
are you
doing.
guys gonna announce the people who are in the finals before the event happens like UFC does too?
What do you
All right,
mean? What do you mean the finals?
we got
Like the
New
people
Breed,
getting
New
Oh,
Breed, and
I want
Adventure
to.
Time for AGL
I want to do.
Nashville.
I want to
You
do
guys
like
tune in and see who
walkouts.
wins.
Yeah, like I want to do walkouts too, and player songs and stuff. But we gotta get our staff built up a little bit and everything like that. And if you're looking to volunteer, we have volunteer form for Nashville. Fill it out. We need help. It's gonna be a huge event. So AGL 107. Like see here we go with the numbers already. So hopefully you guys tweet at me, let me know your thoughts on it and everything. Hopefully everybody is supportive as you can be, and instead of being that one negative Nancy person and just being like, oh, this is the dumbest thing because it's online or it costs money. Nothing's free in the world. Nothing will get handed to you in the world. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. um, so look at it like this. Halo is your hobby. If Halo is your passion, if you love Halo, if you want to compete in Halo, if you want the potential, maybe you won't win money the first event, but maybe you'll get to your city title and you'll get flown out there. Maybe in the second or the third one, you'll make the money. Maybe you'll become good enough with your team that then you guys pick a sponsor up and they pay you to go to one of our other events. So much potential, guys. So much potential. You've got to stick to it. I've been playing competitive Halo since 2006. I've had on and off sponsors and everything, and that this is just you got to start somewhere. And with this amount of potential, Halo should never leave your Xbox. If Halo leaves your Xbox, you are not a Halo fan.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Because now there is
if
not
you're
an
not
off
excited
season.
for Halo, like the future of Halo, you have a million reasons to be now.
Somebody put that I was top 8 in Halo 2. I was not top 8 in Halo 2. The only event that I actually top 8 in was the Chicago Combine 2010 for Halo 3 with Ryan, Cass, and Cole. So yeah, that was the only time that I placed that high. But I was very, very predominant in Halo 3 and Reach. But yes. How is AGL's business stable? That doesn't need to be out in the public. Don't even worry about that. That is
Yo,
that is
Brad, what type of underwear are you wearing? Since we're asking personal questions,
yes.
let's just kick the personal door down.
There you go.
Yo, if anybody has any questions about Nashville, about the venue, the area,
Brad versus Sundance.
anything at all, I can answer those right now.
Yeah.
One thing
So
before all this shit starts popping up in the chat about how there's not gonna be enough room, I saw pictures online. There's not enough room for blah 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 amount of people. I can assure you, space will not be an issue. The people at Chaos Theory have done an excellent job. Like they literally, the two guys running it right now, which is Andy, the owner, and Manny, the manager of the land center. They've been working their asses off since I brought this to them, and they're really passionate about this. They are super excited for this event, and they are making sure that everything goes really well. So space will not be an issue. The pro lounge is gonna be sick. If you have access to the pro lounge, you are going.
all right, I gotta
to
cut you
lose
off.
fucking.
I gotta cut you off before I forget this question. Yes, okay, free agents. Yeah, we will have something that posts free agents for all the online stuff. We'll even have like more in depth. Like it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna be set up. I can't really explain it. When you see it, it'll be crazy. And like our website, it'll be fully done by the end of this week. I'm told by Tyler, our web guy. He's just working his ass off to get it done. So expect to see the more in depth stats, the standings, the points, all that, your player cards coming day by day. So just be patient with us. It's a lot of very unique content that you can't just do overnight. So as that releases, follow us on Twitter and stuff and look for those releases.
Oh, that's a Nashville question for you, Brad. He said, "When does the hotel deal end for
I
Nashville?"
don't know the exact date. It's either this Friday or next Friday. So you need to You need to book it. There's no reason not to book it. They don't charge anything when you book it. So I mean, just book the room. If you have to cancel it later. Is AGL related to EGL? No, absolutely not. We are not related to anything. We are AGL, Arena Gaming League, and now we are starting Arena Gaming League Wired, AGL Wired. So that is our online part. So yeah.
How long does the tourney
there's a
last?
question.
3 months, Demolition. The last 3 months.
There's a question about the Pro Lounge. The Pro Lounge is basically upstairs above the venue, and it's going to be only pro players, I believe, and the top 8 seeded teams will have access to it. I know
Yes.
that
Oh,
some of the bona fide boarding guys will have access to it and all that exclusive stuff, but it's going to be awesome.
I know. Okay, so here's another thing: is points really quick. Even if you play in the online thing, guess what? You're getting points. I don't care if you just sign up and you don't do anything and you're on a team. Guess what? You're at least gonna get 1 point. You might at least get 5 points. So, and these
I'm
points,
passionate for the
these
points,
points,
dude.
these points are not how you have seen them in the past with other leagues. It's not like combine points are different, event points are different, online points are different. Every point is the same. Online points will be a lot less than LAN points. You know, the smaller LAN events are less than the normal ones. And actually, I just realized that because this event at Nashville is 64 teams, it goes into the next tier of getting points. So first place is actually 1,500 points. So you get more points actually for competing in Nashville than you did in Chicago and possibly future events. So it's definitely a good one for that to help seeding and stuff for the future. Yeah, so, and as you can see, Faded, they got first at New Jersey. Guess what? Right now, they're the 5th seed going into Nashville now because they went and they won an event and they got points in it. That's what happens. So, you know,
And that's another
don't
thing with the
slack.
small events too. That's another thing with the small events that I kind of talked about. At first, maybe some people thinking that they're not worth going just because first place is a sponsorship to the big event. Look, teams went, like the top 3 teams have points now. And although it's, kind of towards the beginning where AGL is really starting to kick off and a lot of people are competing, but it matters. Everything you do that's involved with AGL, you're getting points to be seeded at events. So hopefully it doesn't become such a point brigade, like you're just like, okay, let's see how we can stack our teams to get a certain seed. Like there's
Well,
gonna be
we'll
so many
see.
people with
It's
points.
not going to matter that much because it's not a bracket. It's not like they're getting any special ability
Yeah,
because
that's
it
true
is
too.
pool play. Because it is pool play, that shouldn't happen. It's just gonna, make sure that you don't end up in a pool with, 6 other pro teams or anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
because it's not a bracket, that's why. So I just got an email to say let everybody know that tonight player cards will become clickable and they can click that to view their player cards. So on our website, in the menu bar, there's a button that says player cards. If you click that, you will be able to see your player cards, your live ranks, your stats, your placings, and everything. If you were in Chicago, I don't think you'll have anything on your player card yet because I have not done the stats, but all the New Jersey ones will be up there and stuff. So I was just told that that'll be up by the end of tonight. So look for that. And
Can
then
we do a recap of the AGL Wired tournament just to make sure
yeah, go
everyone's
for it.
up to
Brendan,
date?
do a recap.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Well, okay, so it'll be 4v4, not a ladder format. Prizes vary from 10,000 to 20,000, and also top 8 getting flown out to top 16 getting flown out, and that depends on how many teams sign up. Okay. The city listing is Columbus, Indianapolis, Detroit, Louisville, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Toronto, Miami, New Orleans, Tuscaloosa, Dallas, Los Angeles, Seattle, Las Vegas, Portland, Chicago, Milwaukee, Minnesota, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Boston, Charlotte, Richmond, Orlando, Atlanta, Houston, Nashville, San Francisco, Vancouver, Denver, and Phoenix.
Wait, so
32
Tuscaloosa is
cities.
one?
Yeah, we put Tuscaloosa in for you. Yeah.
Tuscaloosa was my idea, guys. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Play for that team. And for the record, I hate Alabama and I hate Tuscaloosa. I fucking hate the Roll Tide. But hey, Tuscaloosa, let's go. I thought Boise, Idaho. You gotta make room for Boise, Idaho, man. I wanted to play for that team so bad. Please squeeze Boise in there, man. Boise State gets underrated. the whole fucking state of Idaho is underrated. Put them in, man. Put them in. That'd be so much fun. I love it regardless. I'm gonna find a cool team to play. Milwaukee. There's another cool team to play for.
Milwaukee, dude. Chicago, dude. Chicago is just
Chicago,
gonna.
New York, and Los
God.
Angeles are the biggest three in my opinion.
Chicago, man.
Um,
If you're not trying to represent
Which is-
Chicago, you have issues. That's my opinion.
The team name for Chicago. I love that.
Yeah,
The Chicago Bullets.
Chicago Bullets is what I want that to be.
Irony. I love it.
Yeah, so that's another thing, you guys, that we're kind of throwing around that, you know, if you, like once you get a city, you know, should we make it so that the team names for that city are the same no matter what players are on it? You know, so that you don't see changing team names representing the cities. So, you know, kind of once after the first tournament, you know, kind of figure out what name associates with that city and everything, such as Chicago Bullets and everything like that. Yeah,
I think
and the
something
Strong
that-
Side Junior puts in there Milwaukee Marvels because that's what I originally had for Milwaukee as one of the team names when I originally had this idea. So, you know, it's definitely something that I think is the way to go. So that's kind of a step that we might take as well.
It's something I'm also
And, like,
excited about.
The finals for nationals will be in Orange County. All the online events, and you get flown out, will be Orange County, and then the national tournament will be in Orange County also. So we're using that esports arena as much as we possibly can because they are prepared and they you know they deserve our support. The settings, people are asking about the settings. We use right now we have the settings. I have not been on and looked at V3 settings if it's even updated or anything yet. As far as I would have to see what the differences are. If there's no like huge difference, then yes, we would use that. I think another good thing about the online thing is we can use Skyline and Monolith in our map rotation for the online part. So, I don't know, that's all I got. I'm tired out of talking about this now.
Yeah, let me just continue
There's
to
a lot of-
recap. All right,
lot of
so
information.
for the schedule,
and-
registration is going to open on May 14th. The actual tournament will start on June 9th, a little less than a month later. Points will be awarded, like we said, and then there'll also be the daily live show, which is personally going to be awesome. So I think that
Hosted by me.
everything. So yeah, I mean, a lot to be excited about. You know, been worked on for a long time, and can't wait to get it started personally.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it's a revolution in Halo esports history about to take place. You know, we've been a company and been around for less than a year. So, you know, right as we're hitting our year mark right now is pretty much going to be when this takes place. And I would say, you know, within the next 6 months from right now is when you're going to see Halo back on top, guys. Back on top, you know.
Where it needs to be.
I'm excited, man. There's a lot going on with AGL. I'm really, really, really pumped to see what happens, especially with this online tournament. Like, I'm by no means is my team one of the better teams online, but I know that we'll be playing in it just because it's gonna be fun, man. If I get raped online, which is gonna happen, it's regardless, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna play for Team Boise, Idaho. It's gonna happen.
It's not going to happen.
I'm gonna fight for it. I'll get votes. I'll get a
Not gonna
petition.
happen.
I'll get it written up. I will come to your door. I will bang it down for Boise, Idaho. I'll get the whole team, Boise, all the recruits this year, everything.
If you get 500
happening.
people to sign a petition,
If I can get
consider it.
500 people, to say that you need to add Boise, Idaho, you got to add Boise, Idaho.
All right.
Okay.
All right, there it
good
is.
deal.
All right, guys. 500. We need 500. Message
It's
me
not happening.
on Twitter. At me on Twitter. At
Dude,
Lane_Valen.
So I think
Tweet hashtag Boise, Idaho.
I think
Hashtag
that
Boise, Idaho.
I think that next week we'll do the announcement about our next edition into AGL, and the week after that we'll do the last edition in AGL, so that everybody can kind of see the full spectrum of where we're going to be everywhere.
Boise and the boys, dude. That's the team name.
Boise and the
Boise
boys.
and the boys. Let's go. Hashtag Boise, Idaho. It's happening. It's
God.
happening, dude. You ready, Brad?
What did you just start?
Dude, get
Oh
ready,
no.
dude.
All right, so if you guys have any
Uh,
questions, feel
No.
free to, hit me up on Twitter. I try to respond as much as I can to everybody's questions. That about sums it up. The next show will be Monday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll have our next announcement on how the viewers will be able to be involved more during events. So for everybody who doesn't attend events and loves watching, this will be catered towards you. And then after that, the following week after that will be catered towards everybody who's trying to get involved or better their game in Halo and learn from the best. That's all I got. You guys got anything else? Thanks for watching. Follow all of us on Twitter. They're all below. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching.